Welcome to the Chop Chop podcast presented by Who Dat Spirits, where we explore all things that New Orleans has to offer in food and beverage. I'm Tony.
And I'm Jack, and that's right. Tony and I run around the city, check out any of the new spots that have opened, any spots that you guys might recommend, or some of our local favorites. And then we come back to the Boot Crew Media Studios over here on Magazine Street in the Garden District, and get on here and share our opinions with you guys. So
Yeah.
normally it's always pretty good. We try not to.
Yeah, we don't try to crush people. We give our honest opinion. We're not here to close any restaurant down.
No, not at all. We're avid supporters of the restaurant industry overall. So,
yeah. Well, speaking of that, where have you been lately? Anywhere cool or anywhere?
And so I heard that Jewel of the South won like best restaurant and bar in America or something like that.
Yeah, best bar program in the country by Tales of the Cocktail.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty stout.
So yeah, Shima and I had been wanting to check it out. So we went and checked that place out. We we walked through, checked it out. It has a really cool bar atmosphere inside, real, quaint space. And anyway, we sat in the patio area. It was really cool. We had some it's a lot of tapas is kind of what the menu's kind of like. We had some fantastic cocktails. I wish I could name them, but I can't.
I'm sure they have all kinds of ingredients
they
in there
did,
too. You
man.
can't even imagine.
There was a lot of flavors in there. So the cocktails were really good. The tapas was good. But it was, like I said, it was small plates, so we kind of shared everything. But that was one of the cool spots. And then another spot I went to was French Truck.
Oh yeah,
Cafe. Yeah.
Okay.
So they have there's a bunch around the city, coffee shops. But Shima and I walked to one in Mid City behind Rouse's, and it's like made out of like a old container,
old shipping container.
Yeah, something like that. And it's got a cool little vibe, space to it, and they serve breakfast there too. So we got some breakfast. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good.
Nice little breakfast spot I can walk to. So
that's nice.
What about yourself? You've been to some good spots recently?
No place new, but some phenomenal spots. We a buddy of ours had his little birthday dinner at Mosca's, which we learned
get it right.
Our previous episode, or not previous episode, but one of our previous episodes. And that place, man, just continues to impress. It's food at its simplest forms, but just pleases me every time.
You can't beat that.
You can't.
You have to drive way the hell out there to get there too.
Yep. And it's worth every second of it.
It's worth it every time. Yeah.
Yep. And then we went to, I guess 2 weeks ago, we went to Union Ramen, which is, always phenomenal. Chef was doing some new dishes while we were there.
Man, I tell you, he likes to experiment a whole bunch.
He does, cool. Which is awesome. And, I think all starts with how their company started, right? They were just doing pop-ups for however long that was. And they were experimenting on us, they were just like, and come try our food and see what you like and see what you don't like and let us know. And I think that's what he continues to do. And I think that's why their place is so successful.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's always something new coming up on the menu or something to try. And then another cool thing that they do is they have they host pop-ups at their restaurant.
Correct.
So they're bringing in like other, restaurateurs or chefs that are, wanting to do kind of what they've done.
Right.
And give them that platform to do it from, which is fantastic.
It's awesome. It is like, the one thing I always credit New Orleans hospitality on is that we are all there for each other, right? We may be competitors in the big scheme of things, but we're all family. And Jeff got his start by other people allowing him to have pop-ups at their, I don't know if it was always a restaurant. It may have been a brewery or a distillery or these other pop-ups, but he's just passing it on. He knows the hard work that goes into it.
Oh, yeah.
So he's giving these other companies a chance, and good for him. That it's all well deserved.
It's great. So. Yeah. And it's great for this, the Garden District area too. Cause
absolutely.
It's bringing something new here all the time. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. I think, last time we were there, we sat at the bar, and the bartender was telling us how, Chef and Jeff love to experiment on things. And I had mentioned I don't want to say their last pop-up, but kind of one of the last tastings before they opened. Remember, was that Jeff's house? and they kind of threw the gauntlet at us.
Yes.
And man, was that fun. I think he had a piece of fried chicken in one. You know, he had like all kinds. It was brilliant, but it was so much fun. And you know, he took all of our opinions seriously. We had little cards,
we had cards we had to
fill out. And man, it shows you all the little details they worked on to make that great spot. So
yeah,
good for them. And there's a reason I continuously go there. It's just it's phenomenal.
Well, you got to give your customers what they want, and that's exactly what they're doing. So
yeah, so
good for them.
Well, guys, we went to a great spot today, and I thought about, I don't know, 10 months ago, I swore that I would no longer eat Indian food because I had it shoved in my mouth for about 2 weeks. But today we went to a new spot called Tava. It is an Indian street food place, and it was great.
Yeah, it's over in the what is that? The South Market District, and I don't know what used to be there, but it's right next to Blaze Pizza,
right?
And
what used to be Company Burger, but now is District Donuts' new concept, District All Day.
That's right.
So I think that's Gerard, correct?
Yeah, that's Gerard.
Right.
Gerard Street right
and it was great.
It was really good. How long has it been open? Do you know?
I don't want to say it's brand new, but I don't think it's been open long.
Tava.
Tava. Yeah, Tava. Sorry. We're gonna there may be some words, guys, that we may or may not kind of mispronounce. I know our good friend who got married, and that's when I swore I would never had Indian food again. He's definitely going to be listening, and I'm sure he'll text us and say, you know, you really messed this one up.
But, it's going to be a fun thing.
It was great. You know, it's a real kind of, it's street food. You know, you're not coming to get something incredibly fancy. It's just really, really good food.
And it's got a cool little atmosphere too. Like you walk in and you kind of feel like that's what you're going to get is some street food, you know?
Yeah. You know what I thought was cool? The pass, you know, where all the food goes through from the kitchen to the dining room was almost like a street cart. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh no, I missed that.
They put like a little it looked like a little cart that would be on a street that you would get food from. So I thought that was cool, you know, so really tie in the street food concept.
Maybe that's why I felt what I felt, that I would get street food there.
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was really good. We started with some drinks. I started with the Palombi, which is kind of like a Paloma. It was tequila, grapefruit, and limca, which is a like an Indian Sprite almost, like a, you know, lemon lime soda. And that was great. I thought it was very good.
It looked good, and I ended up getting the masala old fashioned, and I think it was Evan Williams, but they used like masala spices.
Yeah, they said his bartender.
Yeah, they created bitters with it.
Yep, that was it.
So it had a nice little spice to it. You know, it had a great flavor. And I'm a huge fan of old fashioned, so I mean, it fit right in.
Yeah, no, it looked very, very good. And then you know, we kind of asked what were their favorites, what are kind of their go-tos. And luckily we had we started with the tater tot dish. It's a tater chat. And it was phenomenal. So it was like a tater tots topped with onions, tomatoes, a mint chutney, yogurt, sev, which is like a crunchy noodle almost.
Exactly.
And then mint and cilantro, and that was delicious.
Yeah, it was kind of like, you know, a fully loaded nachos plate, Indian nachos plate.
Yeah, that was very, very good
with tater tots.
Yeah. Delicious. It came in a nice like bowl too. It was a big size, big portion. Wasn't expecting that much, but very, very good. And then we went to which is kind of something they're known for, famous for.
Yeah, that's what they have the accolade for, right? Or right, coming up for it.
Their chicken 65. So there's a few versions of it on the menu. We started with the 65 wings. Which is just, you know, chicken wings tossed in their famous 65 sauce, which is on the menu. It says that it's curry leaves, yogurt, cilantro, and Kashmiri chili.
It was a thick.
It was good. Yeah.
Spicy sauce.
It was good, but not too spicy. It was like just enough to make you know it's there, you know, but
it didn't linger with you either.
Correct. Yeah. It was very good. And we asked him what did the 65 signify? And he said there's all kinds of,
Yeah, some people believe
urban legends about it.
Some people believe it was made in 1965 or something like
Right.
that, or there was 65 ingredients,
or 65 spices. There's all kinds of different stuff. He said, it's just my 65 sauce. So, and it was very, very good.
He didn't go into detail about the sauce.
Yeah, and the guy we're talking about, guys, too, is I'm sorry. Why am I drawing a blank? It is Chef Patel, sorry. And he has been nominated for the Star Chefs Rising Stars. And so they're doing like a little, if you order the wings, you get a chance, like you get entered into a contest with this star chef,
okay,
to win $100 gift card to their restaurant.
Nice.
Which I thought was cool. And you get a bottle of San Pellegrino, which is like the sponsor, I think, for the whole event. But
I guess that's a nationwide.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Event.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of restaurants on there that we hadn't.
Yeah, I've never heard of. So I think it's a nationwide thing. So he's one of 20 out of the country that are nominated for this,
which is pretty cool.
Which is awesome.
So it was that 65 sauce that kind of put him on the map then.
Absolutely.
With the wings.
Yeah.
Or with
they were good. Like I said, there was 3 different ways you can get this chicken on the menu. There was a wing, there was a sandwich, there was a
roll.
Yeah, the roll. It started
is it taki?
Kati.
I spelled it. I was backwards. Kati.
And then there was a dosa, which is what we got, and which is also what they're known for. As a cool little, we sat at what they call the dosa bar.
Right. So the dosa is the big iron.
Right. They're cooking these. It's a crepe. The crepe is fermented rice and lentil. And the thing that they cook the crepe on is called the dosa. Which I thought was cool. And we got to sit there, watch them make it. And ours, we got the say cheese dosa. So it was the crepe and topped with cheddar cheese, gunpowder, and a spicy garlic aioli. And that was really good.
It was really. We never got clarification on what the gunpowder
was, but it was delicious.
It was great. Yeah, it was like a fantastic grilled cheese.
Yeah,
sandwich.
And that's what Chef said. He was like, it's going to be the best grilled cheese you ever have.
Man, the lentil and the
fermented rice
rice had such a great crunch to it, and it like browned up beautifully.
It was it almost tasted like, some Spanish tacos, they have that like burnt cheese on the outside.
Yes,
that's kind of what it tasted like. It was really good, and that came, guys, with 3 different, I don't want to say dipping sauces, but 3 different toppings, I guess.
You definitely dipped into all 3 of them.
Right. Yeah. And it was the masala potatoes, coconut chutney, and a sambar, which is like a lentil and vegetable soup almost.
Yeah. The coconut chutney was my favorite.
Yeah. It was definitely the coconut chutney or the potatoes were a toss up for me. The lentil vegetable soup, it was good, but right. I don't know if it fit.
I liked it better on its own.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It was
great flavor on its own. But man, that grilled cheese, I say grilled cheese, the say cheese dosa was phenomenal. So,
and they also had they were out of it today, unfortunately, but that lamb dosa looked phenomenal.
Yeah, I bet that's pretty good too.
Yeah. So apparently with all these dosas, you just get a different filling. And I think all the dips or the 3 things you get to side are all the same.
I saw a chickpea dip too.
Oh, okay.
I kind of wanted to try that one.
Oh, next time.
There'll
definitely be a next time.
Yeah.
So
it was such a cool little convenient spot too. So
yeah, absolutely.
Especially if you work downtown or something.
Yeah, it was.
Then we had the chicken 65 sandwich.
Yes, which I don't know. I know a few years ago we had the whole chicken wars, but this should have been involved in it.
This deserves a spot in it now. I wonder if they're going to be at the fried chicken festival.
I would hope so.
But so it was the 65 sauce over chicken thigh,
right?
And I don't remember what else was on it.
He had pickled cucumbers and a garlic slaw, and then cilantro, and it was really good.
Yeah, all that combined had a great flavor, and then you got the nice spice from the sauce again.
Yep,
man,
and that slaw kind of like mellowed down the sauce a little bit, and It was like the perfect bite.
And you know what? I like a chicken thigh for a sandwich.
I've always been I don't know why more people don't use chicken thighs.
Yeah, it's so juicy. It has so much flavor. It's better than the chicken breast, I think,
hands down,
for a sandwich.
Yes, hands down. I think some people get weirded out by dark meat,
right.
You know, and then the fat content, I guess, as well. But man, chicken thighs are just where it's at.
Yeah. So that chicken 65 sandwich was,
and they also got the sandwich was on a Dong Fong brioche bun.
That's
too.
Right. They just started using, I think.
Yeah, they said they just switched their sandwiches over to these Dong Fong buns, and it was really, really good.
I hadn't had a Dong Fong bun before. I've only had the king cake.
Correct. I haven't had anything else from them besides the king cake. But it was fresh. I mean, you could tell that was baked. You know, nothing.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Store bought or anything like that.
Oh, and then it came with homemade potato chips too.
Yes,
which were really good. Nice,
very good.
Nice crunch. They weren't burnt, so that was good.
All in all, place was great. It is definitely a lunch spot that will be on my permanent list.
Yeah. Yeah. I can walk to it from my office, so I definitely got to pop in
this weather
more.
though. No, this weather's a little hot. So, but no, great spot. Definitely be back.
Oh yeah. Well, you got anything coming up? What's going on?
Man, I don't know. This weekend I'll be in Houston, so I'm sure I'll if anyone has listened to our previous podcast, I'm sure you'll know I'll stop by Uchi. I feel like at some point.
You gotta go to Uchi.
Gotta go to Uchi.
Man, we went to Uchi in Austin.
Yeah, Uchi-ko.
Uchi-ko, which is like a sister restaurant of them.
Correct.
And holy cow. Wow.
It was great. Like phenomenal. Uchi and Uchi-ko and all their other concepts are just
bring all of your money.
Right. Correct.
You're gonna need all of your money.
And then the kitchen sink. Bring it all.
It's worth it and it's memorable.
Yeah. So I'll probably go there and we'll see. Do some work and figure it out. What about yourself?
I'll be here in New Orleans. I don't really have anything planned. I think we'll be doing some stuff around the house. But hopefully I'll get to check out some good restaurants.
There's so many new spots, man, popping up. It's crazy. Metairie Road, I think alone is about to add like 3 restaurants in the next 6 months.
Don't they have a rooftop bar opening up or something?
Yeah,
too?
Absolutely. Right next to where Winston's is. So along the tracks, on the other side of the tracks from Winston's. Yeah, gonna be a little rooftop bar.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. Metairie Road, man. It's popping.
It's popping, man.
Metairie, brah. It's all coming back. All coming back.
It's all coming back. All right, guys. We appreciate y'all checking in. If y'all got any recommendations or any spots we should go check out, please let us know. Check us out on Instagram. What else are we on?
Instagram, Twitter, Spotify. Check us all out. Yeah. Give us all a like, follow, do your thing. Keep eating.
Keep eating, New Orleans.